right. We're ready to go. All right. We're ready to go. All right, guys. All right. So we're on YouTube now. We originally started this series on Twitch. I'm making my formal introduction to you guys on YouTube. I am UC This Coat, and welcome to the Battle of the Gods. Lamar Jackson versus Kyler Murray, franchise rebuild. First went to a Super Bowl, and we are playing, yes, as you can see, Madden 24. The reason why we're playing Madden 24 is because, guys, Madden 26 isn't that good. College Football 26 also isn't that good. I think the standard for what a game of that quality should be on a PlayStation 5, let alone a PC, is really not the highest of quality. I've been playing Madden for quite some time, but I took from Madden, I'm going to say Madden 17, I hadn't bought a Madden or really played one. Still a huge football fan, and I just had the urge to want to play a modern Madden and play with the updated rosters without having to sacrifice the money and the time and the effort that the modern Madden asks for the current one, like Madden 26. If anybody knows anything about EA Sports and their developers and the whole entire process that goes into that, these people don't give enough time to make the game. It's hard to blame developers individually when we know that a lot of this is the influence of those in suits. So with that being said, if you're going to play Madden and you don't want to play the current Madden, the best thing you could possibly ever do for yourself, honest to God, is to just basically play a Madden that is already at its final patch, final form. So I've heard very good things about Madden 24 from a gameplay perspective, slider response perspective. So that's where all of this sort of kind of culminates. So this is a computer versus computer only gameplay you'll be seeing. So I won't be controlling any of the teams and kind of playing the GM of both the rosters. Heavy on storylines, heavy on seeing players evolve, these teams evolve. But the number one thing is that I'm not stopping at all or even thinking about anything else until we get a Super Bowl either on the Baltimore Ravens or the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm not going to bog down too much words. Let's get right into it, and we can get you guys in to see some really great gameplay and to see what this Ravens team with the Madden 2026 updated rosters looks like in Madden 24, but in their second year of playing. So that being said, I did download a roster. The roster that I did download, I believe it's from a user named MGKK Official. He seems to be the dedicated person right now, one of the more dedicated, creators to try to keep the game updated since Madden 24. I trusted the update, but I also have my own knowledge, not only on the game of football or how Madden operates. So I did go in and make the necessary edits, and I also did the due diligence of going through all the quarterbacks, making sure that we're using that trigger happy average and or ideal for, I believe, sense pressure, and then far as force passes, ideal and aggressive. So I do edit these rosters. I have my own house rules. I'm not going to get into every single house rule, but we'll talk about them as they come. I'm all about realism here, so even though we're going to be doing some cool things with storylines, I want to be clear and conscious. We're here for 110% as much simulation gameplay as possible and sim stats. So I've gone through extensive testing through my past episodes. Like I said, if you go on Twitch, you can see my past episodes of how to do these sliders. And if you're watching this on playback, just go ahead and scroll through and you'll see that I have my sliders, and you can stop at any point. So these are the sliders that I use. I think it provides the most realism, while also taking advantage of whatever the final patch was for Madden 24. Because I wasn't playing this game when it came out, so I don't really know what it's about. So we do also all pro simulation, and we're also resetting the sliders in the main menu, resetting and entering them again before every game, because slider fatigue is a thing in Madden, and if you're not careful and you don't reset as often as you should, then you're gonna get some pretty wonky gameplay, and you don't want that, right? None of us want that. So I do take that extra step. Like I said, I put a lot of time and effort into this. The Cash App is in the chat and in the description as well. And then if you just leave a like and a subscribe would really be great. I'm trying to give you guys some great storylines here and show you what these teams are about, man, and what we're doing here. So Chef Smokes, GM / I guess owner of the Baltimore Ravens, and we are going to show off the Ravens and show off what this team is about. So first, as I guess I would do every single week, I start off with the weekly strategy. So the first year for the Ravens, this team actually went to the Super Bowl and they played the Eagles, which is a crazy storyline when you think about everything that's happened recently. They lost in that Super Bowl, so we did not get that win, so we're still working on that. Harbaugh's still our coach. We're working on making him the greatest coach of all time. We got some new coordinators, and it's perfect because I had a goal that set for my offseason, is that I wanted to go out to Travis Hunter, man. Jacksonville wasn't going to do nothing with him. And the storyline here is that Travis wanted the trade because he wanted to play both sides. The Baltimore Ravens stepped up and they took the trade and they did it. We sent Isaiah Likely back with that current year's first round draft pick because we made this trade before the draft. So a fair trade. You know, we give up a 27th, I think, pick in the draft for also Isaiah Likely. So Trevor Lawrence, gets an extra player to play with. And then a first round draft pick. So it worked out for them, it worked out for us, and we got Travis Hunter. So we have Travis Hunter playing both sides of the ball. The sim stats in this game do not match up, so the unfortunate part of the situation is that we have to alternate him through games instead of allowing him to play both sides. And there's also a penalty for his ratings for playing on the other side, because that is like a deep Madden code situation. So I alternate him through games and we kind of go from there, and we make our decisions as far as, like, you know, based off what team he's playing with. The other thing is too is that I am on week 5. So what we're doing, good, no injuries here. What we're doing in what we do throughout the season is to make sim stats match up. Make sure that the sim stats are matching up with the gameplay stats. We do one game simmed, one game played for both the Ravens and the Cardinals each week. So that's a split of 9 games simmed and 8 games played on stream. So I feel like that works out, and it doesn't, you know, you're going to get inflated stats somewhere. So sacks and interceptions are hard to manage. I'm going to do my best to see it. Last year, Matabuke almost had almost 24 something sacks, even though he was like second in the league. I don't think he was the guy that got the most sacks. Speaking of sacks, we don't have to worry about this Bonito guy. Looks like he went out with a quad tear, and we don't have to worry about him as the Ravens this week. So we're just going to go ahead and keep it moving when it comes to that. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the Denver Broncos this week. So like I said, this is a sim week. I mean, this is a play week. So last week was a sim week, so we're doing this now. Okay. All right. So the Broncos still got Coach Sean Payton there, running 4-3. So we're going to see what this team is all about. Last year, this team, they got all the way to the divisional round. I think we were the team that gave him the boot. So that's a pretty cool situation if the first meetup from the last season. But let's get into it. They of course have Bo Nix, who went absolutely off technically in his rookie season because of the updated rosters. So he's going to be a problem. He's got speed. He can move. J.K. Dobbins still here. Jaleel McCollin, he's still here. So the running back room is respectable. Not really worried about a fullback here. So Cortland Sutton and Marvin Mims here in the second year. Dwan Vale in the second year here, and you'll see me, I'll quick edit a guy if he starts to look ugly with the with there's still some players that I did miss that don't have equipment, but the original person who made the roster at least got the ratings and their height, weight, and everything else right. So they were kind of, I don't know, a little lazy there on that point, but look, they did like 94% of this roster, so it's not a big deal. They have a tight end here who's a rookie. I'm not really worried about him. Now, the offensive line is where I'm worried. This is a nice, strong offensive line unit. They got a right tackle there who's a rookie. So they can keep him upright, but we got a strong front four, so we'll see. Speaking of front four, Zach Allen in this game, he's going to be healthy. John Franklin Myers also going to be on the other side of the edge rushers there. They have form down linemen, so they have DJ Jones in the middle, and they have Jerry Hightower, who is a rookie. The last draft was very strong with defensive tackles, so he's got some interesting things going on. 91 strength, that's pretty cool. So no Bonito in this game. They're going to have to play the backup here, who is a second year left outside linebacker, I guess. And then in the middle they got Drew Greenlaw. So linebacker unit pretty respectable. I can't disrespect it. But hopefully we can find our way to run through them. Patrick Surtain, obviously the big guy in the defense here. A little bit of a drop off I would see. It's just a lot of experienced guys, so high play recognition, as you can see across the board. This team's been together for a little second. Rookie backing up Hofogna there, and they have a very respectable secondary. So their defense is pretty solid, actually. I would actually go along and say that. And as we go back and look at the overalls, I do respect the overalls a little bit more. So if they say they have an 85 defense and they're an 85 team across the board, I see that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the depth chart for the Ravens. Since this is my first time on YouTube, I'll go through the whole nine. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, the two superstars. You already know what it is. Justin Hill there. Ricard. Zay Flowers is our number one wide receiver. Rashad Bateman, who's been an absolute monster so far this season, is our number two. We send Hopkins in. We also have Devontae Walker, who has some interesting things going on with him. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, and he has 80 catching. Kind of similar to Danny Gray here, but who's just slightly faster right now, but I pretty much think they're the same player, so pretty much. Tight ends, of course, Mark Andrews. I have Hendershot underneath. Of course, you got Ronnie Stanley. I thought I was going to lose him in the last game. A couple of games ago when we send Voorhees, young man, we still working him. Nice, strong run game. We got a rookie here in Will Bradley. Just trying to see if he's going to work out. I want to give him some opportunities. He's been good so far, and then we had to re-sign Rosengarten, who was a first-year player. All right, so then, of course, Mike Green, still developing him. Matabuke, the big star. On the line, Travis Jones still there. I'm still weary about Travis Jones. I don't know what he's really going to be, but that 92 strength sometimes really works for us. Ojabo's got speed coming off the line. Really respect him there. Roquan Smith, and, of course, we got on the 3-4. Trenton Simpson, absolutely nasty as well. You're going to see him go crazy. Always got great speed. I love the speed on this defense. And, of course, our cornerback room is to not be effed with whatsoever. Yair Alexander, Humphrey, Awazi, and the young Nate Wiggins down there developing. Still got Kyle Washington and Andreas Washington. So this is where things get sexy, guys. We got Travis Hunter, like I said, on the defense with the selfless superstar X Factor. I think he deserves it. He's that type of player. He makes this team better on the defense because the defense is excited to have him and they want to play and protect him. We do still have, I know it says blank here, but when the kick return, we still have Travis Hunter. He's also going to be doing the punt returns as well. And then we get into slot wide receiver situation. In this game, Zay Flowers, he's been doing great in the slot, but I want to find ways to sneak in Andrews when I can. Oweh there, Trenton Simpson on the edge. And then, of course, the right D tackle here is obviously going to be the Russian D tackle there is going to be Matabuke. When I have Travis Hunter in, I swap out Roquan Smith and put Andreas Washington to have kind of a more sleeker lineup than normal because most of the time Roquan runs that. So, all right, guys, that is the roster. And I think the last thing we're going to do here is set our coach goals. And once you got our coach goals set, guys, guess what? We can get into some gameplay. and see what this game is about. I spent a lot of time on my Twitch channel, definitely trying to sim games and basically try to get this whole thing figured out. And I just am happy that I got a slider set that works out. It looks good. So we're playing this Broncos team. I kind of want to play it safe and just do the win the turnover battle. I just feel like we're a strong team when it comes to that. We've been consistent in being able to get 250 plus yards, but I'm going to say let's go get 300 in this one. And then as many points, I think we'd be able to calm this team down. I'm going to say allow 20 points or less. I think it's possible. We can get it done. And as far as the weekly game plan, I'm going to leave it at get one get one. I think, I honestly force 3. I feel like that's possible. I think forcing 3 plus turnovers is the way to go here, so we can get some more points to keep making John Harbaugh an absolute monster of a head coach. He seems like the perfect guy to take over this team, and not take over because he's been there, but let's try to get a game. Let's try to get a win here and go into week 6 not having to worry about nothing with the bye week there. And let's get to it, guys. Advanced settings. I've been running with the live playbooks, so I'm going to keep doing that. Actually, it doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's kind of a placebo thing of whether or not you think it does or not. I think it kind of does, so it's not really that big of a deal, because I think it does. All right, so I think I'm gonna go. We're gonna go all black here, guys. Love the black pants, man. Those black pants are absolutely nasty. All right, let's ready up and get to it. All right, man. Super excited for the YouTube debut. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to do this for a little second. Starting off on Twitch, I think a lot of people just naturally start off on Twitch. Twitch seems the most accessible, but I'm actually a lot more. I actually rock with the YouTube environment a lot better. This is 420 friendly, guys, so I will be rolling up very soon. I think the most important thing as we go into this week for me is that I do want to see this team. I just want to see us dominate, man. I think that's the one thing that I feel like has been missing this season, is that we're not dominating. And I want us to dominate and, win with authority, so to speak. At least on the Ravens squad. So let's go ahead and get into it. And let's talk about it, guys. Hold on. Okay, J.K. Dobbins went off. All right, y'all, let's get to it. Like I said, this is a computer versus computer. So we won't be playing any of these games, but hey, y'all, it's gonna be fun us watching this stuff together. All right, here comes Big Bad Bo Nix. So let's talk about the goals for this season. The goals right now for the Ravens, I want them to obviously win their division. And then this goal seems even more impossible than winning the Super Bowl, because now we've already had 2 losses. So how in the hell are they going to win 15 games? How is that even possible at this point, right? So, but I still think it's possible. I still think, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's still possible for us to win that many games and for it to not be an issue. So, man. All right, man. Let's get into it. Sorry, I had to keep my eyes on the ball, keep my eyes on the stream. All right, man. Big Bo Nix. Bo Nix was going crazy last season. Even though I know playbooks are a big deal, that's like the one element. Oh, we got something going on here. Ooh, big interception. And that one's going to go, I believe, to Humphrey. He was out there stalking. See, this is where I feel like I should have went for the 1 interception goal, because then it would have just happened already. And now we have to get we have to win 3. We have to get 3 plus more turnovers. So that's going to be a little difficult. So Lamar's stats this season are decent, to say the least. Not necessarily that much of a statistical monster. Last season he had a so-so season, but I mean, he was winning. I think at this point, for what I would expect for Lamar, I don't need him to be a statistical monster. I just need him to produce. Just like there's Zay Flowers, that's why we keep him in the slot. Zay works so well in the slot because he can just slide through. And I think he's got a good acceleration and speed combination that allows him to, like, basically kind of flood the defense a little bit. And, like, he just cut through the zones there, bro. Like, nobody had an eye on him, bro. You know, I know a lot of people got their opinions on Zay, but look, man, he's our wide receiver #1 still. I don't want to say it like that, make it seem like I don't want him. Speaking of which, Derrick Henry ain't been really battling through guys lately, man. I've been wanting him to see him really, really knock an MFer out. He hasn't really done that in a little second. At least I haven't seen it on gameplay. All right, we pushing. That's all we can ask for. All right, we in the red zone now, y'all. All right, play action, roll out, and that's gonna bounce off somebody's arms, and that's gonna be caught. It's a great gameplay there. It's gonna be caught by I believe Mark Andrews there. Way to have his head on the swivel. Sometimes that's the benefit, right, of not a hit stick there. That's the benefit of being able to that is definitely the benefit of being able to have a quarterback with a strong arm, because sometimes just dotting it in there like that, Derrick Henry couldn't ball over the guy. All right, let's get in there. Derrick Henry, that's what I'm talking about, bro. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that, man. I have been waiting for that. Just get in the end zone. Not worry about nothing else. Boot it up. Let's go. Alright, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Touchdown to start the game. After the defense gets a stop. Most importantly, like I said, we got to start seeing some domination, man. I'm tired of being played for a fool. So far, Travis Hunter has been working out as a defensive player. The reason why I gave him the selfless, originally I gave him reinforcement when I first switched him over because I thought he'd be more in the passing game, but he likes to tackle guys, man. You know, he likes to get out there and get involved, you know, so he definitely has his moments. And as you see him right up there on the top left side playing slot corner. Can we get to the quarterback? Come on, can we get to the quarterback? Travis Jones, ball on the floor. Let's not let this turn. Travis Hunter, like I said, this guy be getting to the ball carrier, bro. He definitely doesn't have a problem going and tackling a guy. Putting him at strong safety, keeping him in and out of the box. And like I said, I don't think he's got an interception yet. But he has some sacks. You know what I mean? That's crazy, you know, for a strong safety. Well, not it's crazy for a strong safety, but you know, he getting in the backfield like that is something that he does regularly. That's all I'm saying. All right, and they cut right through the defense there. Sutton's got nothing but green in front of him. I don't know if Raquan's going to stop it. Good defensive play. That was Marvin Mims. I'm sorry, that wasn't even Sutton. I would have expected it to be. Maybe if it was Sutton, it would have been ran in. Craziness. And it looked like they had Hunter on the blitz. He just, like I said, they be running that disguised blitz here, so I think the blitz was just kind of designed late. First and goal. Let's see if we can get a stop here. We're a very good team in the red zone. All right, so false start on offense. Gonna push him back a little bit. Yeah, they still got J.K. Dobbins back there, so I can't act like bro not teed. And there it is, eating up, eat up, eat it up. Absolutely eat it up. Like I said, we're not necessarily afraid of J.K. Dobbins or even this entire offense. You know, they still got to prove something to me. I realized that when we was playing that Browns team that does have Shedeur Sanders in it. That's what I'm talking about. The Bo Nix shaking off the tackle there is insane. His defense is something else, man. I love it. It's all about trying to keep it together. All right, let's get to the quarterback. We've been doing this. So they got to think of backup there, Washington. Oh no, by the way, my auto subs after a lot of testing, I did the classic, you know, one middle linebacker, not middle linebacker, Jesus Christ. One on the offensive line, 0 on the sub end. So like I was doing all that wide receiver and cornerback, and that just didn't work out. So once I got the sliders where I needed them to be, I needed the subs to just go back to normal, and that's just, it worked out. I didn't have to worry about it anymore after that. All right, so we are able to stop them here, which is good. At least only allowed 3 points. That's exactly what I wanted to happen, actually. Excuse me. All right, Lamar back out. 5 minutes left in the quarter. All right, Derrick Henry. Hey. Bro might have a 100-yard game, man. The way you run it, 31. Give it back to Derrick Henry, man. Oh, quick pass. Oh man, Mark Andrews drops the ball. That's because he did too much on the turnaround, man. Yeah. To be fair, the right animation was shows, man. He can't really contort his body too much, or he ain't even catching the ball at all. But he actually did catch the ball. Got Nate Wiggins on the tackle there. That's what I'm talking about. Special teams play. Special teams play. The Ravens, man, you know, we don't win a Super Bowl this year. And I ain't talking about we breaking the team up, but I already think I have quite a few players I need to make a decision on when it comes to re-signing already. I don't think I'm re-signing anybody right now, just due to cap space. Try to cut down on screen time, on menu screen time, and the number one reason why I'm trying to cut down on that is because I'm trying to get y'all this good gameplay and this good commentary, bro. I don't want me in the screen and the menus all day, unless that's what y'all want to see. If you watching this whole playback and that's what y'all want to see, let's get to it. We'll do it. There we go. That's it. Oh man, they robbed him. Absolutely robbed him of a sack. J.K. Dobbins got the handoff right at the last second. That was crazy, guys. Let's see that again, man. Somebody was definitely coming on that wheel, man. All right. All right, 2nd and 9. Let's do it. Oh, interception. There we go. That's interception number 2. And that's turnover number 2. And that's going to go to my boy, Andreas Washington. And that's why we bring him up in the slot, man. Bring him up in the box. And I mean, a lot of sloppy play. I'm like seeing more drops, you know, like that's realistic, you know what I'm trying to say. The sliders are going to say wide receiver catching on 100, but like, to be honest with y'all, it's really not that big of a, it doesn't affect gameplay. The thing is, well, it does. The thing is that we're just trying to get the catching rating to actually matter. Speaking of ratings mattering, that 99 Derrick Henry barreling through, like I said, he might end up having 100 yards. He's already got himself a touchdown. First and 10, quick throw. Hey. All right, 2nd and 4. End of the quarter. Henry to the outside. Henry with the stiff arm. Henry barreling through. They can barely keep an arm on him. We going crazy with Derrick Henry, y'all. No questions asked. So the front four just might be a little too young, y'all. They got 2 good guys on the outside. But these linebackers may not be. They're not good tacklers. And we back to Derrick Henry. And it takes 3 men to take this one man down. Crazy, guys. You know, I got a conspiracy there. There we go, in the end zone. And this time Justice Hill gonna eat. So both, and that was a crazy shot there. Definitely gonna have some stuff to clip. And I like reserve of Lamar Jackson. But guys, I have a theory about Madden 26 gameplay on the PS5, or even the jump to the PS5 in general. And my theory is this. I personally believe that there isn't that much of a gameplay difference between either one of the games. I think there are systems in place in the PS5 game that obviously improve the game to a certain degree, and maybe make things that, let's say, in this Madden 24 not look as good. But I think after doing so much testing with sliders to try to get the sliders right, I just realized like this game is very similar still, like probably on PS5, more than likely. And if people, you know, I've played the PS5 version a couple of times, at least Madden 25, you know what I'm trying to say. So if, you know, if you were watching this on playback, you know what I'm trying to say, just let me know if you feel the same way, because when editing the sliders, it didn't feel that weird. Alright, ooh, popping the ball out. A lot of drops in this game, a lot of drops. And that's Washington in the middle, man. He's a crazy guy in the box, man. They give it to Dobbins. And they just, you know, they kind of getting downfield with the passing when they can get it off. But so far, you know, our defense is starting to really pose up. Let's get to the quarterback here, Simpson. Let's go. Ooh, big hit. But he holds on to that football. Evan Ingram holds on to that ball there. Alright, they're running the same formation. They're milking right now. Man, all them guys just to take him down, man. That's crazy. Alright, y'all, they trying to get downfield. Like I said, their offense isn't horrible, bro. They are finding ways to get downfield. Ooh, man, somebody got to step up and get that ball, man. Alright, 34. And that's an interception. That's 3 interceptions, so maybe I picked it right. L'Jarius Washington having a great game so far. 2 INTs for your boy. He steps up and he makes plays. And here comes Derrick Henry. First and 10. All right, 2nd and 8. Yeah, another touchdown here would be great. All right, we find DeAndre on a flat. Didn't really work out too much. All right, y'all, let's keep it moving. All right, oh. All right, 4th and 4. All right, so we don't have to worry about really worry about them getting a touchdown here, but the defense has been good, but I'm worried that they might give up a big play. Travis trying to get after it there, guys. If you're watching this on playback and you want I'm gonna be putting together a better kind of storyline thing for the next time we stream. Oh god, we are trying to get to the quarterback. We are just failing. The offensive line is just keeping everybody down. I will be giving you guys like a more of a storyline as to how we got here and how year one went, because it's a little disjointed. I did start this on Twitter. Oh wow, big hit from Roquan Smith, puts the ball on the floor, and we have reached our 3+ turnovers goal, and I think that's going to be more points technically than the interception for the coach goals. I'm not sure there, but we'll see after the game. But we're definitely going to win the turnover battle too, so that was a good call there. So we're going to at least get double points on that. But we'll be trying to do this series more moving. That's going to be a face mask insert 10, I believe. We're going to be doing more of these live streams moving forward on YouTube, so you know it'll be easier to kind of try to keep track of the story. But I do want you guys to kind of know the direction we're going in, you know what I mean, overall. So all right, a lot of protection, great pass, and that's Bateman. Bateman's always a great deep threat. That's why I keep him at 2 and I don't put him in the slot, because he's always good to find an opportunity deep downfield. I guess ask you shall receive, because this defense has been our defense has been great, but overall ball on the floor, Derrick Henry. And you know what, to be honest with you, I'm okay with that, because that's about the only time somebody might be able to get a hand in on him. And Sertan gets involved in the offense as he the defense as he picks up that fumble. What I was saying was that I'm gonna make it easier for you guys to understand what happened in year one, and then kind of set a precedence for year 2, man. Like I said, Travis Hunter was acquired shortly before. Travis Hunter was required right before the draft of the season after, and it looked like they're gonna. His elbow's super down. Like I said, if there's a chance, that's the only time you're ever gonna see this guy fumble the football, so to speak. So. Yeah, so that's going to still be our ball. 2nd and 5. I don't think Derrick Henry has a fumble on the season. That should have been our first down there, but the defensive end reached out and made it happen. Alright, big play there by Zay Flowers. Like I said, I'm not worried about Zay at all, guys. He gets shit done. Don't tell me nothing different. That one's getting in there. Fullback that time, Ricard. A lot of teams don't have like a fullback, but if they do, he's really not that highly rated. But a lot of the playbooks, obviously, it's more modern football. Not a lot of fullback plays. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's DeAndre Hopkins. And Lamar just having one of those games. DeAndre said, "I'm going Sage mode, bro." Y'all already know what it is. DeAndre said, I'm going Sage mode. All right, y'all, let's go. So we are dominating right now. I mean, it's not even the end of the second quarter. All right, man. So I don't know why they keep showing J.K. Dobbins. He ain't really been doing much. I like where you shared that block there, Jones. You tossing that? Ooh. All right, Nick's trying to get in the end zone, man. Like I said, this team low-key can be explosive, so there's a really strong possibility that you know, this shit that these motherfuckers could come back. That's what I'm saying. That is all I am saying. Once again, this is the Battle of the Gods, Lamar versus KYLER franchise rebuild. We're doing computer versus computer. Simulation slider is set up. And this is year 2, guys. There we go. Bo Nick's slinging. Oh, man, there it is. There it is. There it is. Like I said, they can get downfield, man. They're really not a bad team whatsoever. Like, whatsoever. In this second year, but let's keep it moving. And there's your 2-minute warning. Yeah, so in year 1, Bo Nix had like freaking 2,000 something yards. Well, not 2,000, Jesus, like 3,000, almost 4,000 something yards. He was slinging that boy. Oh man, took this team all the way to the divisional round, and they lost to this Ravens team. Now, if you guys pay attention here on the right side of the field, we got Travis Hunter on the blitz there. We got Travis Hunter on this roster playing both sides. Acquired him right before the draft during the offseason of the first season. Traded him to the... Oh, wow. Matabuke should have got that sack there. That's crazy. Traded him to the Jaguars to give them my first-round draft pick, which was like the 27th pick for Isaiah, with also Isaiah likely attached, to get Travis Hunter back. I feel like a pretty fair situation. Anyway, really love the gameplay of Madden 24 in this final build, along with sliders. Makes for great computer versus computer gameplay. Playing with updated rosters here. Let's go, Bo Nix. Gonna make this throw, and ooh, man, big hit there. Travis Hunter with that hit, guys. You see that shit? That guy plays great football. Great football. 2nd and 6 here. Quick throw over here. Can we make a play? And we do. Hell yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah, let's do it. Please leave a like and subscribe, guys. That's free, and I also got the Cash App in the chat if you're feeling willing. Bo Nix, let's get this stop here, and we're not gonna get the stop right away. At least this team is very good defensively in the red zone. I'm not even worried, man. These guys are dominating. This is what I wanted to see. It's week 5, and the team is 2-2, man. So I need to see a win here. Oh, Bo Nix taking him down there. And the thing about it is that, all right, the thing about it is that Bo Nix is still in his second year technically, so he's not gonna have he's not gonna play weird. So this is where he should be able to help his team, and he does. And that's gonna be a touchdown. Dobbins has been the only person hurting us in this game, so I'm not surprised to see he get out on a touchdown there. But the good thing is that they at least got a touchdown at a time when they desperately needed it. That's the most important thing. All right. I'm not necessarily expecting anything crazy on the offense. We got Justice Hill back there taking the kick return. Probably just run this ball and be done with it. Oh, we passing it actually. We're hungry. Hey, DeAndre Hopkins, D-Hop still got it, guys. D-Hop still got it. We're gonna get to it. Bateman here. It looks like we might be trying to get ourselves a little bit of a touchdown. Not a touchdown, at least a field goal. That's what it feels like. Let's go here. Let's go here. Oh, wow! What a play, D-Hop. At least got it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Let's see if they go for a shot for the end zone here. And they get it over to Derrick Henry, and they won't have any time to get a timeout. So that's going to be the end of the half. Big victory. Big victory on the horizon here. 10-24. Now I'm calling the victory. Hopefully I'm not in a situation where I'm gonna have to eat my words. But yeah. But yeah, so welcome to this channel. As you see this coat, we're going to be doing this franchise rebuild on this channel. But the other thing we'll be doing some fun stuff too. I'm a huge fighting game fan, so every now and again I may stream something different for you guys, and those are going to probably be more long form streams and stuff like that. But regardless of anything, we'll be doing this probably most of the time, you know what I mean? So, and like I said, if you're watching on playback, this is the Battle of the Gods, Lamar versus KYLER franchise rebuild. This is the 2nd year of the rebuild. This is episode 7. We will be placing future episodes moving forward on YouTube as live streams. The original other 6 episodes are on Twitch, so you can go on Twitch and watch them to kind of catch up. And with that being said, if you like what you see here, guys, just like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I did go through a lot of man hours in the back end to try to get roster simulation correct and the sim sliders that I do have. So if you go back to the beginning of this video, you'll see those sliders, and I'll always show my sliders. If you guys ask for them, I'll show them, but I'll show them before every game, because I'll also reset them before each game, just to maximize the slider opportunities to just work and let the raise do its thing, you know. All right, we're passing to come out. Bateman there trying to go for a stiffy. That man got his inner Derrick Henry on. All right, 2nd and 1. We get to Derrick Henry. He can't get the first. Now it's 3rd and 1. And big Derrick Henry getting in there. Like I said, he gonna have 100. He got 50 already, so I can see him getting another 50 at the very least. All right, let's keep it moving, y'all. Bang. Ooh, ooh. If he would have broke that tackle, man, he would have been gone. Super gone. We gonna keep feeding Derrick Henry the ball, guys. All right. 3rd and 8. Not a big 3rd and 8, but it would be nice to get the conversion. And Derrick Henry, and let's see if this might be holding. Roughing the passer, man. Y'all hungry for Lamar. I was just about to say, shout out to the offensive line in this game, man. They're holding up big. Well, let's see. We're gonna get it to Zay, who can't turn upfield. God damn it! If he was able to turn upfield there, man, I'm telling you, boy would have been gone. He would have put the Jets on. Quick pass here to Andrews. You want to see Andrews break that tackle? 3rd and 2. God damn. All right, Derrick Henry. It should be easy. They call 4th and inches. I say we go for it here, guys. It's already a punt. It's already pretty much a punt. What are they on the 30? 30 and the 20, but well, we going for a field goal? Let's see what they do. Yeah, we're going for it. That's what I'm talking about, man. We in Wakanda. They can't stop us. Let's go. Big push. We didn't even have Derrick Henry in for that one. And we got 4 wideouts, and we are going 0 in the pocket. 1st and 10. Lamar hasn't had a... Ooh, that was first really broke up pass in a little second. Lamar hasn't had a reason to take off on these motherfuckers yet. 2nd and 10 now. Oh, ooh, DeAndre. That boy in sage mode today, man. He got a couple of receptions and a touchdown. 3rd and 2. Fighting for the extra yards. Another empty set. Quick lob to D-Hop again. Just keep giving it to him. Who is this guy Jones, man? He can't stick him. Get somebody else on him. Get a different body on him, please. Ooh, there's an interception. Just when Lamar was in his groove, man. Cooper on the INT there. I believe Cooper is the linebacker. Yeah, that's a bad pick, man. Trying to force it in where it didn't need to go. A lot of plays where Mark Andrews is having to turn around. Defense needs to stop here. Man, we got him barreling through everybody. I believe that's Sims. That's Bell, actually. Barreling through everybody to get the first down there. Is the defense tired? Alright, let's do it. And Roquan Smith. Let's go. That's why we got him there. 2nd and 9. Let's do it. Alright. Ooh, get the big tackle. That's what I want to see. 3rd and 1. Way to stop the first. I want to see the ball pop out there, but look, gotta be fair. Roquan's already got one of those. 3rd and 1. Bo Nix. Ooh. He's been a little inaccurate in this game. Fourth and 1. Going for the punt. Travis Hunter doing the smart thing there. All right, Lamar threw an interception. Not really worried about it, man. 10-2, 10-24, the score. 5 minutes left in the third. We got him coming down. We got him coming down. And that was going to be a throwaway. I'm glad Derek didn't try to do too much and catch the ball there, because that's just a throwaway play. Like, come on. At least he didn't take the sack. Smart play there by Lamar. Derek's got open field. Hopefully we don't get a callback here. And it would look like Sertan was there to try to make the tackle. And I knew it was going to be that, man. I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it was too good to be true. Damn. All right, 37 now. And that's a pass caught by Zay. Zay trying to make a move. Zay almost shook both of them dudes. That boy Zay going crazy. And Lamar is running for the first time. Can't get away from the linebacker. Another block in the back, man. And that last big run from the original block in the back would have gave Derrick Henry at least 100 yards in this one. But he still got time to get that, man. He got to be at least at like 70. Quick throw. Oh, that one went over. I thought that was going to Henry the way the angle looked. But it was actually our boy Bateman. And like I said, Bateman is a great deep threat, bro. That's why I keep him at 2 and I don't put him in the slot. I like seeing him have options. Got Hopkins here. And we're going to give it to D-Hop. We're going to cut in D-Hop. D-Hop is unlocked in this game. That's a flag there. That offense starting to make some mistakes, y'all. Look, man, they've been playing hard, man. 24 points on the board. And we give it to Derrick Henry, actually. Smart play. All right. And we give it to Zay, who's holding on for the... they wouldn't give him the first 3rd and inches. Zay so dangerous in the open field, man. Not worried about his size. I haven't actually seen him get blown up. That happened to Bateman in the Browns game, man. You got to see that one on Twitch. That was on episode 6, guys. All right, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry now. Ooh, good blocking. I couldn't shake that last guy. The blocking was good, though. 3 yards, I'll take it. He's got 66, so I thought he had about 70, so there we go. It was at the 3rd quarter run out, because why? We're up by a bunch. Big offensive game for us here. And I wonder, like, honestly, score one more touchdown here. 2nd and 7. So it's almost like they knew the run play was coming. 3rd and 9. It's going to be -1 for Lamar. Very rare. He hasn't really tried to run the ball a lot in this game. He's been playing quarterback in this game. All right, here we go. Ooh. We gonna take a sack. At least throw the ball away there, man, like you did the last time, my boy. 4th and 22, so we're gonna punt this football, unfortunately. That one is out of bounds. First and 10 now. There's your boy Bo Nix coming out. Started the fourth quarter. I don't really think he can come back here. With no touchdown in the third and the accuracy still being a problem. 3 INTs thrown in this game to the 1 touchdown. I mean, let's get to the quarterback. Let's come down on the ball. That's a good play. 3rd and 6. And like I said, they got to score touchdowns now if they want to come back. It's the fourth quarter. All right, man. Bouquet gets chopped blocked crazy there. If he could have jumped over that would have been a big sack. But hey, Bo Nix can't find anyone, and we are back with the football. And yep. Lamar Jackson now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry barreling through, 2nd and 6. And we give to Derrick Henry. Ooh, and yes, 3rd and 4. And make a toss there. Derrick Henry, can he break a tackle? When he gets the first, oh, they still call another 4th and inches. The refs not on our side in this game at all. They're not giving us nothing. Yeah. All right. So nothing for the offense that time. Now the defense is back out. You got Trav Hunter on the left top side there. And it's going to be a run play. You're going to run right past Owe, I believe. Oh, you got to keep your head on the swivel, young man. All right, looking to throw. Catches it there. All right, first down. Ooh, all right. Easy play there. Travis Hunter here on the tackle. And he's got 2 tackles in this game silently. All right, here we go. Can we get to the quarterback here? Quick throw outside. Travis Hunter's playing in the zone. Gets the tackle before the first, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, 32. And we stopped them. 4th and 1. Like I said, damn. Y'all give him the first down on that one, man. I'm gonna have to riot. And this one goes in. No good. No, it's actually no good. Damn, bro, sucks. Well, let's go ahead and ride this out. 7:16 left on the clock in the 4th in a game where we've been dominant. That's exactly what I wanted. Long throw. Ooh, almost caught there by Surtain. That was flush in his hands. That should have been an interception. But damn, it looked like he was trying to throw to him. Lamar getting a little inaccurate, and that's a quick handoff there. They put a big hit on him, but that's not enough. That sends him for Mitchell there. Man, I wish they would put Derrick Henry in, man, because I want him to get those extra yards. That's going to be a false start, probably. Yep, obviously. Justice Hill still in. And they go for the, it's crazy. I was just saying he was still in, and they go for a halfback draw there that's super successful. Love seeing that. And then we give it off to another there, Justice Hill. Oh, that was Mitchell on the play. That wasn't even Hill. I'm so sorry, guys. That was Mitchell on that pass play. That was Justice Hill on the run play there. And we're going to quick toss it. I wonder if... Oh, man. Hopkins making moves. Hopkins been absolutely on fire in this game. And another block in the back. We have been killing ourselves with these penalties. And that's Zay on that one. We give the ball off here, and that's what I'm saying. Like Derrick Henry, I may have to make alterations to the running back sub in, sub out for Derrick Henry, at least for the Ravens, because this guy is like straight disappearing in the fourth quarter when he shouldn't. He should be definitely on the field right now, regardless of the situation. Well, maybe I may be overreacting because we are up by a lot, and we do have the ball, so. But I just think that, you know, he would, in this moment, he would want to get those 100 yards. But we'll see. We're going to get a field goal here, though. Field goal is going to be good. So our kicker is working today. So we'll put that one through. Give the Broncos another mercy try at the board with 3 minutes left in the game. But, you know, going up 3-2 here, like I said, for us to get 15 wins in the season, in order for that to be possible, we'd have to go on one hell of a winning streak. So I'm not saying I'm giving up on it, but winning this game makes me feel better about that at the very least. That goal is kind of like a fantasy goal. I would much rather... Ooh, that knocked the ball out there, Roquan. I would much rather win the Super Bowl, win the division, than win the Super Bowl with this team. 2nd and 10 here. All right, 3rd and 10 now. Man, let's see if it's a 3rd and out here. And they can't get that, and that's probably going to be a DPI. Yeah, it's definitely a DPI there. And that was a Marlon Humphrey. So that's going to move them forward. They still got the ball here, and they got all 3 timeouts. Not that I think it would matter. I mean, 17 point, they're down by a lot. They need a lot here. That's another bad throw for Bo Nix. So Bo Nix has been trashing out with his accuracy in this one. 2nd and 10. And he's going to pass over to Dobbins, and we on him. 2 hats on the ball there. 3rd and 7. Third and 7. Pass over the middle here, and yes. First and 10 now. Roquan's there in the middle. Sometimes I worry when I don't have Roquan in sub linebacker that he doesn't get in on enough plays, but he's been in a lot of these plays despite Travis Hunter still being the Sean safety and being moved to the slot and having Washington in the sub linebacker. But this type of game from the defense in general, considering how Washington played in this one, and Roquan is the reason why I love running this lineup. I wish there was a, you know, that if we could truly get that experience of having the both sides, because on Madden 26 you still can't really do it. It doesn't work the way it should intends. For Travis Hunter or any player like him, it would be really cool to have that set up more often while still being able to get Travis Hunter as he gets that tackle there. 4 tackles on the game now for him. It would be really cool to have that work across the board, because that would be great to have Travis Hunter in for But look, when you got a guy like D-Hop, man, you can't even be worried. And we get all the way through here, and I don't think we're gonna. This one's definitely coming back because the offense has been. Now everybody's just getting a little sloppy out there, man. That's all that's happening. All right, so we're getting the ball off now again. Like I said, just running the ball out, running the clock out here. Less than a minute left in the game. I don't even think Denver's going to try to burn any timeouts here. They know this game's over with. They know they got slumped. Like I said, Derrick Henry could be in the game right now, but I'm not tripping, bro. I'm really honestly not. I got to do more testing on that and see if that's like an issue. There's going to be another fourth quarter choke game that's going to, you know, like fourth quarter like game. And Lamar's going to be the last play here. Ooh, they call it, it's probably a face mask here. You know, another illegal black on the black on us. Zay and Bateman just out there throwing hands with people. All right, so this will probably be the last play of the game. 1st and 17. We hand the ball off here. And that's going to run the clock out. Now they play the Kendrick Lamar, Be Humble. All right, man, Wakanda. They get another victory inside their people, watching in front of their people. We go up 3-2. This is the fuck I'm talking about, man. So we're working steadfast on the goal of trying to win 15 games. I still think it's possible, guys. Why not? So it's 3 out of the 8 played games so far as they go up 3-2. And on the Travis Hunter clock, he goes up to 3 as on the defense, while he still has 2 games as a wide receiver. Yeah, it was a good one today, guys, for sure. I'm gonna shut over that. All right, guys, as always, let's go ahead and get into the stats of the game. Because, you know, the game itself is only one part of the story. All right, so let's get into the Broncos. Bo Nix, not the best game for him. The completion rating was trash, and definitely the interceptions were out this world for him in this one, unfortunately. J.K. Dobbins, I think he kind of slightly had a good game, like low-key, because he had 6 receptions, 24 yards, and he also ran for about 32. And then Mims went off. Year 2 Mims here. All right, let's get into the defense. I think they had a good defensive game, despite the fact that the defense was on the field all game. Patrick Surtain stepped up. He had a pass deflection. Someone, I think, got 1 fumble or something like that. No. And there wasn't any touchdowns, so I just believe it's just interceptions here. And that was Cooper. And they only got 1 sack, and that was Franklin Myers. So, honestly, I'm not really going to rag on the offensive line, man. They did their job in this one. Lamar Jackson played a Lamar Jackson type game. His completion rating was a little bit over average. I still don't like him getting the interception. Not really going wild in the run game, but that's because Derrick Henry just went stupid. And then, you know, everybody else, you know, they got their jobs in. And it was a D-Hop game, bro. 8 receptions, and you got to see the game to see it, bro. And 1 touchdown. Zay Flowers here. So... If the defense was the story, though, Roquan Smith all over the field, 13 tackles. Travis Hunter right behind him. That's crazy, and I love to see it. And then Adrius Washington also had a game, 2 INTs. Let's look at the forced fumbles. Roquan Smith got 1. Travis Jones got 1. 1 recovery for your boy Roquan. And I don't think anybody got any defensive touchdowns. So that was pretty much it for the Ravens in this one. They get the week 5 victory, and they go up 3-2. 3-2, guys. And that's it's a beautiful thing to see, honestly. All right, guys. So each episode is going to showcase 2 games each. I'm going to try to do that more often. With that being said, this is probably just going to be the first part of this live stream. and then we'll come back later and we'll do the Cardinals. The Cardinals will be next. We'll do that game, and so the next time we boot up for episode 7 and finish it off, we'll be doing the Cardinals as they play the Green Bay Packers. We got them 3-1 in year 2 here, guys. Like I said again, this is the episode 7 of the Battle of the Gods. We just finished up the Ravens part. This is Lamar versus KYLER franchise rebuild, and we're in year 2, and this is episode 7, at least the first part. So join me for the second part later, and pieces, deuce out to you guys. You have a great day.